On December 25, 2025, a strange incident occurred in the East China Sea. Nearly 2,000 Chinese fishing boats gathered at a specific location in the sea. The boats then formed an inverted L shape, stretching about 400 kilometers. At that time, a powerful storm was raging in the sea. Yet the boats did not move even an inch from their positions. Maintaining roughly 500 meters of distance between each other, they remained at sea for nearly 30 hours. Surprisingly, although these were fishing boats, they were not there to catch fish. So the question is, what were all those boats doing there? Not only in December, but also in January and March, Chinese fishing boats formed various patterns. Why were they creating such unusual formations in a specific area? Searching for the answer sparked a major debate in global politics. Is China preparing to take over Taiwan? And if so, why are these fishing boats being used in this manner? What is China's real objective? And why do some believe that Southeast Asia may gradually slip out of America's sphere of influence? I am Rahul Sopno, here with you, and you are watching Archive Kingdom. The Iran war has been ongoing for nearly 20 days. The entire world is being affected by this conflict. Meanwhile, China is doing something that has made the United States concerned. In today's video, we will explore why China is conducting unusual drills with fishing boats at sea. We will also discuss whether America can truly protect Taiwan. At this moment, we are in the middle of a raging storm at sea. So prepare for war. In 2018, Chinese President Xi Jinping delivered an important message through these words. He hinted that China was preparing for a major future conflict. Due to the Iran war, oil and gas prices are rising worldwide. Many countries are also facing fears of food shortages. However, China has remained relatively calm about the situation. The reason is that they have been preparing for potential crises for many years. However, this preparation is not for the Iran war. Instead, it is largely part of China's long-term plans regarding Taiwan. To understand this, we need to look back at history. After World War II, Japanese forces were forced to leave China. A devastating civil war then broke out in China. On one side was the Soviet-backed Communist Party. On the other side was the American-backed Nationalist Party. In the end, the Communists won the war. They took control of mainland China. Meanwhile, supporters of the Nationalists took refuge in Taiwan. This led to the emergence of two separate political entities, China and Taiwan. Both sides claimed to be the legitimate China. Over time, mainland China became far more powerful. Today, bringing Taiwan under its control is one of China's primary objectives. But the United States does not want to let that happen easily. The United States has maintained a strong presence in the Pacific region for decades. America has military influence in areas such as Japan, South Korea, Taiwan, and the Philippines. As a result, it is not easy for China to operate freely in this region. According to many analysts, Taiwan is strategically extremely important to China because controlling Taiwan could significantly strengthen China's maritime position. In addition, a large share of the world's advanced semiconductor production takes place in Taiwan. This is also one of the major reasons for global concern over Taiwan's future. Many experts believe that Taiwan sits at the center of China's future strategy. And that is why tensions surrounding Taiwan continue to rise. This situation could alter the balance of power in the Asia-Pacific region in the future. And this is where the real story of China's fishing boat strategy begins. If China successfully brings Taiwan under its control, its influence in the Pacific Ocean would increase significantly. This could challenge America's long-standing strategic position in the region. Taiwan is important not only geographically, but also technologically. A large portion of the world's most advanced semiconductors are produced in Taiwan. Without these chips, it would be impossible to manufacture modern smartphones, computers, and many other technological products. Therefore, control over Taiwan is also important for the global economy. Many analysts believe China's ambitions may not be limited to Taiwan alone. They fear that efforts could be made to expand regional influence even further in the future. This is why the United States and its allies are closely monitoring the situation. Over the past few years, America has increased its military presence in the Asia-Pacific region. Its Navy regularly conducts patrols in the Taiwan Strait and the South China Sea. Experts believe these areas would play a crucial role in any future conflict. The question now is why China uses fishing boats, despite having such a powerful navy. This is where the concept of China's so-called Maritime Militia comes into play. Many researchers claim that some civilian vessels can be used for strategic state purposes when needed. Although these boats look like ordinary fishing vessels, they may perform different roles in special situations. Around 2015, China adopted policies aimed at increasing military-civil cooperation. As a result, various commercial assets can be utilized for state purposes when necessary. Critics argued that some fishing boats may also participate in surveillance and intelligence-gathering activities. Several incidents in the South China Sea have sparked international controversy. Various countries have alleged that these boats are not used solely for fishing activities. On the other hand, China has denied these allegations. Nevertheless, the issue remains a major focus for international security analysts. This is because such civilian vessels could play an important role in future conflicts. And that is why the unusual movements of thousands of Chinese fishing boats have become a topic of discussion around the world. Many believe these are not merely fishing boats, but could be part of a larger strategy. However, it is still impossible to say with certainty what will happen in the future. But one thing is clear: the competition surrounding Taiwan will become even more important in the coming years. China's Navy is currently considered one of the largest naval forces in the world. They possess hundreds of warships, submarines, and other military vessels. Even so, analysts are showing particular interest in China's strategy of using fishing boats. This strategy differs somewhat from conventional military tactics. Normally, a warship can easily be identified as a military asset. However, a fishing boat may appear completely civilian. This can create complex situations in international waters. Various reports suggest that some fishing boats use advanced communication technologies. Through these technologies, they can collect various types of information at sea. Experts believe such information could assist military planning. This issue has been especially discussed in the South China Sea and the Taiwan Strait. In 2021, an incident involving hundreds of Chinese fishing boats gathering in a specific area made international news. Different countries offered different explanations regarding that incident. Some said it was a normal operation. Others viewed it as part of a strategic show of presence. Toward the end of 2025, reports of large-scale boat formations emerged once again. Satellite images showed numerous boats positioned in specific patterns at sea. These incidents attracted the attention of many military analysts. According to them, such formations could be practice for a future operation. However, no conclusive public evidence has been presented on the matter. Nevertheless, discussions and speculation about these activities continue. Many observers believe that in future wars, civilian assets may play important roles alongside military forces. Many see China's fishing boat strategy as an example of that possibility. These issues are gaining greater importance due to rising tensions surrounding Taiwan. Security experts around the world are closely monitoring the situation. Any major conflict in this region could affect the global economy and politics. And that is why China's fishing boat activities have attracted so much attention. Ultimately, future developments will reveal the true purpose behind these preparations. Various geopolitical analysts believe there is a possibility of a major future conflict centered around Taiwan. In particular, many experts cite 2027 as an important timeline. According to them, China will further expand its military capabilities by that time. At the same time, the United States is also trying to strengthen its position in the Asia-Pacific region. Military cooperation with Japan, South Korea, and the Philippines is also being expanded. As a result, strategic competition in the region is becoming more intense. Some analysts believe that control of sea routes would be crucial if a war were to begin. This is because Taiwan is an island, and its main connections are through sea and air routes. For this reason, maintaining a presence at sea is important for both sides. Many consider China's vast number of fishing boats to be a potential strategic asset. It is believed that during wartime, they could be used for communication, surveillance, or logistical support. However, there is still debate surrounding these possibilities. Meanwhile, China has significantly increased its military budget over the past 2 decades. They have also invested heavily in modern warships, missiles, and air power. Various reports also indicate that nuclear capabilities have been expanded. Many view these measures as part of a long-term strategic plan. Despite rising tensions over Taiwan, a direct war has not yet begun. Diplomatic efforts and international pressure are still helping keep the situation under control. However, uncertainty remains about how the situation will develop in the future. Governments, military analysts, and researchers around the world are closely monitoring the issue. Any major conflict involving Taiwan could affect global economics and security. That is why China's fishing boat activities remain a major topic of discussion. The true significance of these developments will become clearer in the future. For now, the world is waiting to see what happens next. At the same time, conflicts in other parts of the world are also influencing international politics. These conflicts are forcing many countries to reallocate their military and economic resources. Analysts believe that prolonged wars can place significant pressure on a country. Military equipment, economic costs, and diplomatic relations can all be affected. This is why many countries prefer not to become involved in multiple fronts simultaneously. Some observers believe China may seek to strengthen its strategic position during periods of global crisis. When international attention is focused elsewhere, opportunities for regional changes may emerge. However, these analyses are based on future possibilities. It is impossible to know with certainty what will actually happen. Meanwhile, China has invested heavily in its defense sector over the past 2 decades. Its military budget has increased significantly. Special emphasis has been placed on developing next-generation missiles, aircraft, and naval forces. They have also made advances in space and cyber technologies. Various international reports have also noted growth in China's nuclear capabilities. Military modernization is considered an important part of China's long-term strategy. At the same time, the country is placing importance on food and energy security. This is because major international crises can disrupt supply chains. Therefore, many countries seek to increase reserves of essential resources. Similar preparations have been highlighted in various analyses regarding China. Overall, international concern surrounding the Taiwan issue continues. People around the world are wondering what steps China may take in the future. At the same time, the response of the United States and its allies will also be important. The future of this region could affect not only Asia, but the entire world. Therefore, developments surrounding Taiwan may remain one of the major issues in international politics in the coming years. That is why every move China makes is being closely watched around the world. The biggest question today is whether China is truly planning a major move against Taiwan. Or are these military exercises and fishing boat activities simply a display of strength? The answer to that question is still not entirely clear. However, it is certain that the Taiwan issue will remain at the center of international politics in the coming years. China's military preparations, naval expansion, and fishing boat activities have become topics of discussion worldwide. At the same time, the United States and its allies are working to strengthen their strategic positions. As a result, competition in the Asia-Pacific region may become even more intense. According to experts, the next few years could be extremely important for the region. Decisions made here could affect the global economy, technology, and security. Any major change involving Taiwan would be significant for the entire world. For now, we must wait and see how future events unfold. Will China continue with its current strategy? Or will the situation take a different turn? Only time will provide the answers to these questions. What do you think could happen in the future? You can share your opinion in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and share it. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and stay connected with us. We will return with more informative videos in the future. Until then, stay well and stay healthy. Thank you, everyone. I was Rahul Sapno with you. See you in the next video.